Asks no blessing from the black stone wall. It enters the canyon, calling no name at all. The mountain keeps silence, the silence keeps me between obsidian ridges. The breath has made me free. Hi-hi-oh.
Knocking on my window since before the break of day. Rain been knocking on my window since before the break of day. Lord, this room keeps getting smaller while my heart just fades away. Coffee's gone stone cold beside me. It didn't even take one sip. Coffee's gone stone cold beside me. It didn't even take one sip. Ain't no use in warming nothing when love has lost its grip. There's mud all on the footpath, gray sky hanging down so low. There's mud on the footpath, gray sky hanging down so low. Even the dogs ain't barking, they got nowhere left to go. I keep hearing your footsteps in the creaking of the floor. I keep hearing your footsteps in the creaking of the floor. Every house remembers somebody who won't come back no more. My cold can't stop this shiver. These walls can't keep me dry. My cold can't stop this shiver. These walls can't keep me dry. Some storms come from heaven, some never leave your eyes. Don't tell me spring is coming, I ain't arguing with the calendar. I'm just saying, today is cold enough to make a soul forget it ever knew the sun. Rain still knocking on my window, won't be leaving anytime soon. Rain still knocking on my window, won't be leaving anytime soon. If sorrow had a mother, she'd be humming this old tune. Let it rain. Ain't nobody left to hurry home to, just me
in these cold rain blues. You
dream long enough and dream hard enough, you will come to know dreaming can make it so. Radio, Bobdub. This is the glitch. DMT in the head, like dreams already read. Dreams already read. Satori motherfucking D. Satori motherfucking D. Satori motherfucking D.
The only way to stop me is
DMT in the head.
like dreams already read.
Back from the dead. Back from the dead. Back from the dead.
Satori motherfucking D. Satori motherfucking D. Satori motherfucking D.
The only way to stop me is DMT in the head.
Back from the dead. Satoridelic Kidd, why had the Goddess of Hassan? And why did Amber give him Mescaline tea? Is that how you meet the obsidian butterfly?
Bobdub, I don't know, all I see is glitch. It started with 23, I saw it everywhere. Didn't know what to do, then strange whispers, states of unbaffled suspiciousness.
Further problems of reality and normalcy. Can't seem to get a hold of either of them. Nobody has seen a fucking normal person. Nobody has ever experienced a fucking normal day.
The Committee for Surrealist Investigation of Claims of the Ride. A change in language can transform our appreciation of the cosmos. The future is up for grabs. It belongs to any and all who will take the risk and accept the responsibility of consciously creating the future they want. Somewhere between a dream you forgot, and a signal you almost caught. God, this is why dreaming team supreme. Not a fucking brand.
Not a fucking brand in any fucking sense. More like a living soul flower from the weird edge of the neon abyss.
Calling all agents, the motherfucking Ember Goddess is back.
A collective hallucination now. With the printing press, the golden unfolding. Learn how to make stickers.
This is sacred dream made supreme. This is the honey drip of dream time. This is the moment the meme stops scrolling and starts slapping. In the magical universe, there are no coincidences, and there are no accidents. Nothing happens unless someone wills it to happen.
The dream is a spontaneous happening, and therefore dangerous to a control system set up by the non-dreamers.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
Language is a virus from outer space.
When I become death, death is the seed from which I grow.
When I become death, death is the seed from which I grow.
When I become death, death is the seed from which I grow.
And I become death. Death is the seed from which I grow.
The dream is a spontaneous happening and therefore dangerous to a control system set up by the non-dreamers.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Language is a virus from outer space. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Language is a virus from outer space. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Language is a virus from outer space.
The dream is a spontaneous happening and therefore dangerous to a control system set up by the non-dreamers.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Language is a virus from outer space.
Dream long enough and dream hard enough, you will come to know dreaming can make it so. When I become death, death is the seed from which I grow.
And I become death. Death is the seed from which I grow.
When I become death, death is the seed from which I grow.
And I become death. Death is the seed from which I grow.
The dream is a spontaneous happening and therefore dangerous to a control system set up by the non-dreamers.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Language is a virus from outer space. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Language is a virus from outer space.
The stream is dedicated to the ancient ones, the first ancestors, to the Goddess of Abominations Itzpapalotl, whose obsidian face is a mass of entrails, whose breath is the stench of dung and the perfume of death. Dark Angel of House Obsidian, all that is excreted and sours, Goddess of Decay, forgotten queen of the future, who rides on a whispering south wind in Yolteotl.
In Itzpapalotl Tlahtoa Flute of the smoking mirror, before the hungry coyote knew how to howl. Dark star of the four winds with rotting genitals, from which she howls through sharpened teeth over stricken cities.
Tezcatlipoca, I am the flute of the smoking mirror. Tezcatlipoca, I am the flute of the smoking mirror. Tezcatlipoca,
Thinks as I please, do as I do.
Tezcatlipoca, I am the flute of the smoking mirror.
The sleeping serpent who cannot be summoned to the Akaru, who sucks the blood of men since they desired to become men. To the Lalus who haunt the places of men. To Jalal and Lilith who invade the beds of men, and whose children are born in secret places. To Adu, raiser of storms, who can fill the night sky with brightness. To Mala, lord of courage and bravery. To Zagarim, whose number is 23 and who kills in a natural fashion. To Zaharim, a warrior among warriors. To Itzam, the spirit of early mists and showers. To Excel, the spider web that catches the dew of morning. To ḻiː́poʔkaӓ, virgin fire. To Odds is the master of cold. To Kak, ḻiː́poʔkaӓ, who works in fire. To Ixtab, goddess of ropes and snares, patroness of those who hang themselves. To Sakin, twin brother of Ixtab. To Salotl, the unformed lord of rebirth. To Aguchi, master of ejaculations. To Osiris, a name and in phallic form. To Hex, Chun-Chan, the dangerous one. To Abu, the destroyer. To the great old one and the star beast. To Pan, god of panic. To the nameless gods of dispersal and emptiness. To Hassan, Sirius,
Master of the DMT assassin.
To all the scribes and artists and practitioners of magic, to whom the spirits have been manifested.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
The copy for surrealist. Investigation of claims of the weird.
Language is a virus from outer space.
But nothing is true. Everything
is permitted.
Language is a virus.
From outer space. The change in language can transform our appreciation of the cosmos. I first heard of the 23 enigma from William S. Burroughs, author of Nova Express. According to Burroughs, he had known a certain Captain Clark around 1960 in Tangier, who once bragged that he had been sailing 23 years without an accident. That very day, Clark's ship had an accident that killed him and everybody else aboard. Furthermore,
While Burroughs was thinking about this crude example of the irony of the gods that evening, a bulletin on the radio announced the crash of an airliner in Florida. The pilot was another Captain Clark, and the flight was Flight 23.
Burroughs began collecting odd 23s after this gruesome synchronicity, and after 1965
I also began collecting them.
in conception of mom and dad each contribute 23 chromosomes to the fetus DNA. The carrier of the genetic code has bonding irregularities every 23rd angstrom. In this Kabbalistic dictionary defines 23 as the number of a thread,
Hauntingly suggestive of the DNA life script.
on the other hand 23 has many links with termination.
In telegrapher's code,
23 means bust or break the line.
and hexagram 23 in I Ching means breaking apart.
According to Omar Garrison's Tantra, the yoga of sex, in addition to the well-known 28-day female sex cycle.
There is also a male sex cycle of 23 days.
Girls who tends to look at the dark side of things sees 23 cheaply as the death number. In this connection, it is interesting that the 23rd Psalm is standard reading at funerals. Heathcote Williams met Burroughs when he Williams
Was 23 years old and living at an address with the 23 in it.
when Burroughs told him gloomily
23 is the death number.
Williams was impressed.
But he was more impressed when he discovered for the first time that the building across the street from his house was a morgue.
Dr. John Lilly refers to the crew that never rests as cosmic coincidence control center, and warns that they pay special attention to those who pay attention to them.
Conclude with the most mind-boggling 23s to have intersected my own life. On 23 July 1973, I had the impression that I was being contacted by some sort of advanced intellect from the system of the double star Sirius.
I have had odd psychic experiences of that sort for many years, and I always record them carefully, but refuse to take any of them literally until or unless supporting evidence of an objective nature turns up.
This particular experience, however, was especially staggering, both intellectually and emotionally.
So I spent the rest of the day at the nearest large library researching Sirius.
And I found, among other things,
That 23 July is very closely associated with that star.
on 23 July,
Ancient Egyptian priests began a series of rituals to Sirius,
continuing until 8 September.
since Sirius is known as the dog star.
Being in the constellation,
Canis Major,
the period 23 July
8 September.
became known as the dog days.
My psychic contact experience continued
Off and on,
for nearly 2 years until October 1974.
after which I forcibly terminated it by sheer stubborn willpower.
After 2 years of philosophic mauling,
I finally decided to tune in one more time to the Sirius
Earth transitions and
try to produce something objective on
23 July 1976.
using a battery of yogic and shamanic techniques.
I opened myself to another blast of cosmic wisdom
And told the transmitters that I wanted something objective this time around.
The next week, Time magazine published a full-page review of Robert K.G. Temple's The Sirius Mystery,
which claims that contact between Earth and
Sirius occurred around
4500 BC.
in the Near
The
East.
23 July festivals in Egypt were
Part of Temple's evidence. Coincidence? Synchronicity? Higher intelligence? Higher idiocy? Of course. The eye on the pyramid was a favorite symbol of Hassan, Sirius, who called himself the Pop of the Illuminati. And if this piece might find it amusing to skim through the magical revival in the hidden oxygen, you will find numerous references. Cloudy mirror and obsidian occult linking Hassan in some unspecified way with Sirius. Somewhere between a dream you forgot and a signal you almost caught. This is why Dreaming Team Supreme. The future is up for grabs. It belongs to any and all who will take the risk and accept the responsibility of consciously creating the future they want.
Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead. The only way to stop me is DMT in the head.
Like a tag from the dead.
Back from the dead. Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead. The only way to stop me is a DMT in the head.
Like a tag from the dead.
Back from the dead.
Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead. The only way to stop me is a DMT in the head. Like a tag from the dead.
Back from the dead. In the shadows I creep with the phantoms whisper low. Echoes in the mist, let the darkness flow. Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead. In the underworld drip where the lost souls trip.
Riding beats like waves, let the bass take control. Living in the dream, but that I'm losing my hold. Creeping through the void, shadows wrap around. Drowning in the sound, lost but never found. In the crimson haze where the echoes blend. Rituals at night, don't need to pretend. Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead. Dancing with the phantoms, living on the edge.
Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead. In the underworld drip where the lost souls tread.
Sick of liquid dreams on the edge of the abyss. Space heavy fog in the trance, can't resist. In the shadows I ride where the specters call my name. Lost in the haze, caught up in the game. Fearless in the dark, let the chaos reign. Smoke that shit till my mind feels no
pain. Echoes of my past, they whisper my fate. On this trip through time, I can't hesitate. Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead. The only way to stop me is a DMT in the head.
with every hit, feel the surge ignite. Riding through the void, lost in the night.
Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead.
Chasing phantoms, let the bass spread. Diving deeper into the dream, can't break free. Underworld whispers, it's just the shadows and me.
In this trance-like state where shadows blend, I'm cruising through the chaos, no need to pretend. In the twilight glow where the mystics play, haunted by the rhythm, drifting far away.
Smoke that shit till my mind turn dead.
Floating through the cosmos where the vapor spreads, chasing after shadows, riding on the beat. Lost in the dimension, feel the world retreat.
Distortion echo calls of the night. In the depths I lurk where the shadows play. Channeling the dark, letting spirits sway. Ride the wave of sound, let it take control. Echoes in the night, digging deep in my soul.
Smoke that shit till my mind turned dead.
Gliding through the haze where the phantoms tread. EMT visions, painting dreams in my head.
Lost in the spiral where the whispers spread.
Smoke that shit till my mind turned dead.
The only way to stop me is DMT and lead.
Like dreams already read. Dreams already read. That shit put the pussy tech door. We just jacked by the bed, second that Elon snoring. Take his wallet and his crypto keys and his back to the street, going skirt in the deep. Hot box in the whip, but this piffy ain't cheap.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted, and the amber goddess grinds your certainties into pollen, so the next reality can grow. Welcome, first poet, you've discovered the tape, or the tape discovered you. Causality is negotiable in Mescaline City.
In the underground haze where secrets collide, echoes of the lost in the shadows they hide. Sifting through the grunge where the spirits roam, caught up in the riddle of a ghostly home.
Smoke that shit till my mind turned dead.
Dance with the specters, let the phantom spread. Glitching through the dimension with the dark hearts beat, floating other rhythms through the world retreat. Whispers of the night, reverberating time.
Smoke that shit till my mind turned dead.
The only way to stop me is DMT and lead.
Like dreams already read.
Dreams already read.
Dreams already read.
Way to stop me is DMT and lead.
As the moonlight dances, shadows whisper low. In the depths of night, where the lost souls flow. Glitch thoughts collide in the spectra frost. Ride the waves of sound, never counting at the cost.
Smoke that shit till my mind turned dead.
Ghosts in the mist, but the nightmares tread. Gliding through the ether, where the unseen dwell. Underworld rhythms, casting a spell.
In this haze of echoes, our spirits entwine. Caught in the spiral, crossing over the line. In Mescaline City, where the veils are thin. Lost in the rhythm, letting chaos spin. Echoes shimmer, shifting through the veil. Guiding on the whispers of a dreamer's trail.
Smoke that shit till my mind turned dead.
In shadows we linger where the phantoms spread.
Glitching realities, lost in the sound.
Chasing after whispers where the dark is found. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. Hustlers of the world. There is one mark you cannot beat. The mark inside. Nobody owns life, but anyone who can pick up a frying pan owns death. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. A psychotic is a guy who's just found out what's going on. Your mind will answer most questions if you learn to relax and wait for the answer. Whether you sniff it, smoke it, eat it, or shove it up your ass, the result is the same. Addiction. When you stop growing, you start dying.
In the US, you have to be a deviant or die of boredom.
Language is a virus from outer space. Paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. Language is a virus from outer space. Artists in my mind are the real architects of change, and not the political legislators who implement change after the fact.
There are no innocent bystanders. What are they doing there in the first place? Smash the control images. Smash the control machine. Man is an artifact designed for space travel. He is not designed to remain in his present biologic state any more than a tadpole is designed to remain a tadpole.
Language is a virus from outer space.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Language is a virus from outer space.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
There couldn't be a society of people who didn't dream. They'd be dead in 2 weeks. As soon as you know you are in prison, you have a possibility to escape. Language is a virus from outer space. The dream is a spontaneous happening and therefore dangerous to a control system set up by the non-dreamers.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
In the magical universe, there are no coincidences. And there are no accidents. Nothing happens unless someone wills it to happen. The dream is a spontaneous happening and therefore dangerous to a control system set up by the non-dreamers.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Language is a virus from outer space.
When I become death, death is the seed from which I grow. When I become death, death is the seed from which I grow. When I become death,
Death is the seed from which I grow. The dream is a spontaneous happening and therefore dangerous to a control system set up by the non-dreamers.
nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Language is a virus from outer space.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Language is a virus from outer space.
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Language is a virus from outer space. That language is a virus from outer space.
Thank you for listening. Add comments and tag all your weird friends. We are broadcasting from a bunker nobody's supposed to know about, hidden under Mescaline City, wrapped in blunt smoke and Dreamtime bass and DMT assassin secrets. I'm Bobdub, and before we fade into the obsidian night, I want to shout out to our little radio rude boy, Kid Satoridelic, the one who unked the truth about the Satoridelic experience, the one who jacked all these funky tracks from his uncle's basement so we could remix and sample the shit out of these tracks. Bobdub Radio is alive tonight. Bobdub Radio online. Calling all agents. Your mission: turn poetic fragments into Mescaline City mythology. Turn Mescalina into music. Turn music into dream meme transmissions. Turn transmissions into House Obsidian. Turn transmissions into House Obsidian. House Obsidian. Keep the soul alive.